you do when your accessibility changes? What causes your accessibility to change? It could be something going on within your life, or it could simply be a season change. It could be mean it's time for something to be done with. Time for you to close the door on certain things, moving on to the next. Everything is not meant to be permanent, and that is something we all have to remind ourselves of. But when you look up the word accessibility, it means the quality of being able to be reached or entered. The quality of being able to be reached or entered. So that means you, me, we have to grant permission for people to have access to us, able to reach us or able to enter us. Now, we have the power of who we grant access to. We are in control of who we allow to reach us and who we allow to enter us. And that goes mentally and spiritually. And one thing that we notice, when we're not as easily accessible to people, things, or situations anymore, those people, things, and situations tend to change. Because we are no longer a quote-unquote placeholder for certain things. Now, with accessibility, again, it goes back to the definition. The quality of being able to be reached or entered. If someone cannot reach you, you are not accessible to them. And people don't realize that accessibility is a gift that we take for granted. Now, we have access to things that we don't take advantage of. But the things that are not helpful to us, those are the things that we want accessibility to. We need to change the way we look at accessibility. Accessibility is a gift. Everybody doesn't need to be able to reach you. Everybody doesn't need to be able to just be able to reach you at times. Times you need to just be with you and God. We make ourselves so accessible to everybody and everything else. But when it comes to God, we make it so hard for him to reach us. But we want him to make it easy for him to reach us. Now, again, accessibility is a gift that everybody should not have access to. And we have to get to a point where explaining our accessibility or lack of accessibility is not needed. Because we have to remember, again, everything is not permanent. Some things are temporal. And as you grow, things are going to change. And the people around you, if they truly understand you, they will understand that accessibility is limited with different stages of your life. Don't be afraid to say, I'm no longer accessible. Don't be afraid to say, this is a different season. This door has closed. And don't be afraid either when your accessibility changes. When your accessibility changes, that you feel like you no longer fit. And it's okay, because guess what? You don't. That thing that you made yourself accessible to before, that you allowed to enter you before, it is no longer feeding you. So it is no longer accessible to you. And it's okay for certain things to die off so that you can grow.